Good morning everyone. Today we will discuss about Lami'S theorem. So, what is Lami'S theorem? If three coplanar concurrent forces acting at a point be in equilibrium, then each force is proportional to the sign of the angle between other two. Mathematically, P by sin alpha equal to Q by sin beta equal to R by sin gamma. Let's prove it. First, we extend the diagram and draw a parallelogram. And name the parallelogram. Next step, first we prove this triangle. We know a triangle three corner is 180 degree. So here corner A plus corner O plus corner C equal to 180 degree. From triangle AOC, we know a triangle three corner is 180 degree. Here we find out this corner and this corner. Here this corner is beta. We know a straight line is 180 degree. This corner is beta, then this corner is 180 minus beta. So here this one also is straight line. Here this corner is alpha. So we found out this corner 180 minus alpha. Now this one a parallel line. We know the corresponding angle is same. So this one is 180 degree minus alpha. So C corner is also 180 degree minus alpha. So putting this value here, corner A plus corner O is 180 degree minus beta and corner C is 180 degree minus alpha equal to 180 degree. Next, here we cut this one and this one. Corner A equal to we found alpha plus beta minus 180 degree. So we put here equation 1. From figure we know a circle is 360 degree. So we write here alpha plus beta plus gamma equal to 360 degree. We know that alpha plus beta equal to 360 minus gamma. Here next, corner A is equal to alpha plus beta minus 180 degree. So we write this value here. Corner A equal to alpha plus beta. We write down 360 minus gamma. 360 minus gamma minus 180 degree. Next, 360 minus 180. Corner A equal to we find out 180 degree minus gamma. So we write down A value here. This corner is found 180 minus gamma. And here we apply sine rule in triangle AOC. triangle AOC. So here triangle AOC. So this side OA side is proportional to this angle is 180 degree minus alpha. So we write down sine 180 degree minus alpha. Next, this side AC is proportional to this angle. So this angle is 180 degree minus beta. So we write down AC is proportional to this angle. This angle is 180 degree minus beta. So we write down 180 degree minus beta. Next, this is the resultant of this side. So here this one is R, or here we write down this one also resultant of these two sides. So here this one is R. So also we write down this side is also R. So this side name is OC. So first of all we write down OC. OC is here OC. OC is proportional to this angle. This angle is 180 degree minus gamma. So we write down sine 180 degree minus gamma. Next, OA side. OA side, we know this one is P and this one is Q and this one is R. Here we write down, here OA replaced by R, P. So we write down here P, and we know sine 180 degree minus theta equal to sine theta. Here sine 180 degree minus alpha. So we write down sine 180 degree minus alpha equal to sine alpha. Sine alpha. Next, AC. AC is parallel to this side. This side also we name Q. Here Q is replaced by AC. So we write down here Q. And we know 180 degree minus theta is sin theta. So here we also write down sin 180 degree minus beta is sin beta. Next, OC. OC, here this one is the resultant of this side. So we write down this side also represent this one, this line represent also this resultant. So we write down here R. And here we write down sin 180 degree minus gamma is equal to sin gamma. Good. Let's solve the problem on Lami'S theorem. Problem: a string ABCD attached to fixed point A and D has two equal weights of 1000 newtons attached to it at B and C. Weight rest with the person AB and CD inclined at angle here in this figure. Find the tension in the portion AB, BC, CD of the string. If the inclination of the portion BC with vertical is 120 degree. So let's solve it. First we write down given data. Here this weight is 1000 Newton and this weight is 1000 Newton. So we write down at point B. We write down given data at point B equal to C is 1000 Newton. This value is also given in this diagram. Next, we draw a free body diagram. So we divide this side and this side in two sides. First, A side and another one is B. Draw free body diagram. kernel and this kernel. So we name these two sides A, B, C, and this one is 1000 Newton. So we name this side is TAB and this side is TBC. So we find out this kernel and this kernel. Here this one is 30 and this one also, this one and this one line is parallel line. Here AB is inclined line. So we write down this one as corresponding angle. So we write down 30 degree here. So this kernel is also 30 degree. So we write down here this kernel is 30 degree. Next, a straight line is, we know a straight line is 180 degree. So this one is 30 degree and this one is 180 degree minus 30, 150. So we write down this angle is 150. Here this one also is straight line. Here this kernel is 120 degree. So 180 degree minus 120 degree is 60 degree. We found three kernel. So this one is 150 degree, this one is 60 degree, and this whole angle is 150 degree. Next, we apply sine rule. Applying sine rule in this figure A. So TAB, this side is TAB. TAB is proportional to this angle. This angle is 60. So we write down sine 60. Next, TBC. TBC. This side is proportional to this angle. This angle is 150. So we write down here sine 150. Next, this one is already given 1000 Newton. So we write down here 1000 Newton. This side is proportional to this angle. This whole angle is 150 degree. So here we write down sine 150 degree. Next, we solve them. We solve these sides and this side to find the force in string AB and BC. First, we find out TAB. So we write down this one is the resultant of this side. So find out the TAB in 2 points. TAB by sine 60 equal to 1000 Newton divided by sine 150. Next, TAB equal to 1000 into sine 60 divided by sine 150. Let's calculate this. So this value is 1732 Newton. We find out in portion TAB is 1732 Newton. Next, we find out TBC. So we write down TBC equal to 1000 sine 150 divided by sine 150. Next, we solve K. Which 1000 Newton. In string BC is 1000 Newton. Next step, we prove this sides. So we write down another free body diagram and name this side to B. So the diagram is here this sides we find out this diagram 1000 Newton. So DC is we know already 1000 Newton. Here we name TBC and TCD. Next, find out this angle and this angle. Here, this angle is 60 degree and we draw a parallel line in this line. So, this angle is 60 and this angle is corresponding angle. So, we write here 60. Also, here we write down, draw an parallel line and find this value and write down this sides. Next, this one also a parallel line. We know this angle is 60, so corresponding angle is same. So this angle is also 60. So we write down here. This one also is 60. A straight line is 180 degree. We have already know. So 180 degree minus 60, 120 degree. So we find out this corner 120 degree. And also this side is 120 degree. Next, solve. We already know this side is 1000 Newton. Another we prove. TBC. This side is proportional to this angle. Sine 120 degree. Next, TCD is proportional to this angle is 120 degree. So we write down sine 120 degree. Next, this value is already given, so we write down 1000 Newton is proportional to this angle, this whole angle is 120 degree. So we write down here sine 120 degree. Next, we found TBC equal to 1000 sine 120 degree divided by sine 120 degree. So we find out, already we find out 1000 Newton, and another string TCD equal to 1000 sine 120 degree divided by sine 120 degree equal to, we calculate this value in calculator. So this one also is 1000 Newton. Let's solve another problem on Lami'S theorem. The question is, find out the reaction at point of contact A and B for the sphere of weight 500 Newton. This is the diagram. Now we draw a free body diagram to find out the concurrent force system and their kernel. So FBD, we draw a perpendicular line to the point of contact. So this one is the perpendicular line. Draw a perpendicular in both sides. Now this kernel is 25 and this one is 65. They already have given. Now we draw a horizontal line at point of we write down here, this one is also 25. Here, this one is 65. This one and this one also a parallel line, and this one also inclined line. So there is corresponding angle. So this angle is 65. So we write down this angle also 65. Next, we know this one is 90 degree. So 90 degree minus 65. This one is 25 degree. And 90 degree minus 25. This angle is 65 degree. Next, we extend this line and this line. Now we find out all curves. Next, we draw another diagram to find out easily the corner. This one and this one is the point of contact at point A and at point B. So we write down this one. So this is perpendicular line. So we know this angle is 90 degree and this angle is 90 degree. Here, this one and this one also a parallel line and this one also a inclined line. So we know the corresponding angle are same. So this one is 65. So we write down this angle is also 65. And here, this one and this one also a parallel line. Here this corner is 25. So we write down here this corner is 25 because they are corresponding angles. Next, we find out three concurrent force system. This one already have given 500 Newton. This one is A and this one is B. So this corner is 65. We put down this value here and this corner is 25. We write down here 25. Next, here the corner is 90 plus 65, 155. Next, 90 plus 25, 115. We know a circle is 360 degree. Next, this one also a circle. We find out this color and this color. So this color is 360 minus 155 plus 115. So this color is 90 degree. Next, we apply Lami'S theorem or sine rule in this diagram. Applying sine rule in this figure. Applying sine rule in this figure. So this side is proportional to this angle. So we write down here A divided by sine. This angle is 115. So we write down here 115. Next, B side is proportional to this angle. This angle is 155. So we write down here B divided by sine 155. Next, this resultant value we have already given. So we write down here 500 Newton. This one is proportional to this angle. This angle is 90 degree. So we write down here sine 90. Now we find out A equal to, we write down here 500 Newton into sine 115 divided by sine 90. Next, calculate this value in calculator. So this one is 453.15 Newton. Next, we calculate B value. So this one is 500 into sine 155 divided by sine 90. So calculate this value in calculator. This one is 211.30 Newton. So A A value reached 453.15 Newton and B reached 211.30 Newton. Thank you.